Hi, this is Michael Kolb, CFP and Portfolio Manager for Evergreen Wealth Solutions, here with your April 2023 market update. Equity market in April continued what has happened year to date with positive returns. There was a pretty wide dispersion in the returns. The tech-heavy NASDAQ was up only about 0.07%, while the blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 2.57%. Fundamentals were also rather positive, with about half the companies reporting so far earnings were declining by only about half what was expected. Technical factors were also supportive for the month, with all three major industries ending the month above their respective 200-day moving average. The story internationally was a little bit more mixed, with developed markets ending in positive territory by 2.8%, while emerging markets lost about 1.1%. Fixed income markets also had a positive month based on the declining interest rates, with both the Barclays Ag and the High Yield Index up about 0.6%. From an economic standpoint, most of the releases were rather positive, showing onward growth, albeit slowing growth. Obviously, there were still concerns about some of the banking failures that had happened in March as the collapses continued to ripple through the markets. But much of the actual market impact from these collapses declined throughout the month of April. We had JP Morgan buying First Republic Bank, and outside of those two stocks, that announcement was rather muted throughout the rest of the market. So that is something that we need to continue monitoring. This bank-driven uncertainty is something that's going to remain as a risk, and we need to see how this acquisition of First Republic Bank filters throughout the market. In addition, we do have the debt ceiling coming up, and depending on what lawmakers do throughout the month of May, this could have some pretty major ramifications on either the upside or the downside. And finally, we also still have international risks, not only with the war in Ukraine or the tensions with China, but geopolitical risks can always pop up at any point in time. That being said, April was a largely positive month, both in equities and fixed income, and risks do still remain for investors. So in the long run, we have a pretty positive view, but we do have short run volatility that could be happening throughout the rest of the year. If you're an investor who is focused on their financial plan and your financial plan is successful, that's where you should be focused. But if you're someone who's struggling sleeping at night, it may be an opportunity with the gains we've had so far this year to talk to your advisor, to talk to Andy or Ed or Jim, and make sure that your plan is where you want it to be and that you're able to handle the volatility that you have in your portfolio. Either way, keep focused on what your long-term goals are, and we will be able to help you accomplish them. Thank you, and you have a wonderful month of May.